Thank you very much. We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Detroit Lions and the Los Angeles Rams. One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the first down. Avoiding that 3 and out, how vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Gurley again here on 1st down. And some room to maneuver. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there. Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. On play action, now Bortles. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? Shift together here from the D-line. Back to the ground game here. Gurley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Tried to get the edge there. The defense just too quick to the ball.
That's what we call total team defense there. Can't get to the edge, no place to move it inside, and then allows everyone else to run to the ball and create a big-time tackle for no gain for the offense.
Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. To throw, it's Bortles. Looking for the end zone. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Throwing is Stafford. The left side completion to Jones. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look. 6 DBs. Gun, Stafford. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
This is taken at the 23. And the Rams getting set to go now. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice, that it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to launch this thing. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain of 39 that time. They go play action here on first down. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
Yeah, came in hot, but overthrown, out of his reach, and incomplete. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. From the pistol, it's Gurley. And some space here. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
There we go now. Black 58, red. Black 58, red.
On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Todd Gurley, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Rams add on to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. 2nd down now after the incompletion. So the D-line's going to spread out. 2nd and 10, Stafford again. It's complete to Golden Tate. And they'll get it all the way out near midfield to the 45. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Here with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, as the Lions are in possession of the football here to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
Thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
To throw on 2nd down at Stafford. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Samson Abukum in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. From the gun, here's Stafford. He's got his man. This is Tate. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on this 4th possession.
Black 58,
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. Yeah, nice yardage right off the bat here as he's up to about the 24-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Now a play fake. Bortles. They've got his man complete. A gain of 32 that time.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there, for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or 2 in the middle of the field. But if you hit enough crossers and underneath routes and curls, you start to get those guys creeping up, wanting to make plays on the football. It's the equivalent of a changeup in baseball. You show your other stuff, throw the changeup, and on that play, it worked for big yardage.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
Another carry now for Gurley. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
First down carry. It's Hill. Hill shedding the tackle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
That, quite simply, is Jeremy Hill. A very powerful, compact back.
He's always been that. Even back at LSU, that's where he honed that skill, right?
Love to run between the tackles and take the contact as well as dish it out.
This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Todd Gurley with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Rams add on to their lead. And it is now 21-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. He'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. So out now come the Lions. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
180.
On first down, Stafford here. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. Oh, the big play's going to get even bigger as penalty flags are down, and I believe they're going to get a face mask penalty tacked on. In the red zone this time. On 1st and 10, Stafford. Trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Alec Ogletree.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he's going to be taken down here at about the 10. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Left, left. Here we go now. Green 90. Green 90. Ace, ace.
Bortles to throw on 2nd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14, and they will set up shop red zone territory at the 13-yard line. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a good story on that. He said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play's going and being able to make a play on the football.
Being chased out left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Aaron Donald in there to get him for a loss of 5. On 2nd down, here's Stafford. And he has his receiver. That's Jones. Lions touchdown. Marvin Jones, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead. Caleb Sturgis now for the point after. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Rams now coming out on the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. And we're going to get another timeout called by the Lions. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Green 39. Green 39. Hey, check. 3 left. Left. Slow.
Play action. Now it's Bortles. He's got a man. Complete. A gain of 32 that time.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
Here we go now. Green 90. Green 90.
Again, it's Bortles. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. The drive begins with a run by Rawls. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup as we send you across the country to Orlando. Standing by there, Larry Ridley with our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually.
And a loose football. Rawls loses it. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. So Rawls appears to be shaken up. He remains down. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Bortles. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And now running right through it. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. Red zone opportunity. On first down, it's Gurley. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down at the 7-yard line. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Another try on second down with Gurley. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on third and goal. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Bortles now on third and goal. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
After the interception, here's Stafford. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, it's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Well, these turnovers are a big, big problem. And a huge part of why they're behind on the scoreboard, too. It's now fumble and interception on back-to-back drives. And you just can't expect to do that and be successful in the NFL or any league for that matter.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
And when you're trying to set up a counter play, it's what a lot of people call an influence play. You're really hoping those defensive linemen are really agile that day. If they stayed out late the night before the game and they're not moving as fast, it's a lousy call because that means they're just going to sit in the hole that you hope to create just by the movement of your offensive line.
And there they got the ball to the outer third of the field, but tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, things get stacked up in there if they don't move as well as you want them to, and probably just trying to escape and couldn't get away.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8.
Here we go. Blue 45.
Shotgun now for Bortles. And this is going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that'll push the lead up to 17. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us wanted to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit, taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He finds an opening past the 40. Touchdown, Detroit. Marvin Jones, his second touchdown of the night. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Now Gurley staying down. Well, let's hope he's all right. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. On first down, Bortles. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A huge play that time for the Rams. 41 yards. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. On first down, Hill. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there's another first down run right there.
They stick on the ground on first down with Hill. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. Now he's flushed out left. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. That time trying to find Gerald Everett, and it's 3rd down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. On play action, it's Bortles. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. And Zerline's kick is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1 play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1 play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
And how about the dime look here? 6 DBs on 3rd and inches.
Daring them to run the ball.
Now the Notre Dame man, this is Theo Riddick. And he's able to get it to the 33, good enough for a 1st down. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. On 1st down, it's Stafford. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised. But that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
So after the INT, it's Bortles. He's going to look deep down the field. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. They fake the handoff. Now Bortles. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Ten yards still left on 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, and now he pulls, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Jeremy Hill, a 23-yard run, and the Rams add on to their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Looking to throw on second down. Stafford, he's going to wind up. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there for Detroit. And even 40 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking.
Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me and you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now?
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive. Take your shot right here.
The fumble, but they're able to maintain possession. Now it's second down. Following the fumble recovery, Stafford. Eluding the pressure right. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Now it's Stafford. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off near the 32. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Lions now. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football.
And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Samson Ebukam in there to drop him for his second sack now here tonight. Here's Stafford now on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The Lions on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 19. Out of the gun, Stafford. It's brought in left side by Tate. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Now Stafford firing quickly here, and that's complete. But he will be stopped behind the line as he will not come close to the marker. Apparently they weren't interested in playing the field position game. They opt to keep their offense out there. A big mistake in hindsight.
Yeah, that one backfired. In hindsight's always 20/20, but let's call it what it was. We would have first guessed that one and said, don't do it here. Bad situation. I think they need to be closer to midfield before I would start to think it was a good idea.
Yeah.
And once you start taking risks like that, you're going to have to keep taking them throughout the game, especially when they don't work.
Yeah, at this stage of the second half, interesting. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. They run it again with Hill. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
On second down, Hill. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it. And boy, the reward was there. A big pickup. And guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up a first down.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Now they'll throw it. Bortles. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. And Pointer, they found a gap there on the post pattern in the middle of the end zone.
And ordinarily, that's a tough spot to find because there's usually coverage to take away that portion of the field. But they found a gap, and they exploited it.
And he knocks it through. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. To throw is Stafford. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. That's the correct call.
He hits Riddick underneath. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
To throw on second down is Stafford. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Aaron Donald in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. Ebron with it over the middle. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. So the D-line's going to spread out. Now a first down throw. Stafford. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, a 22. Stafford on first down. And this is incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Second and 10, Stafford again. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down. It's been that kind of a day so far throwing the football. It just seems like nothing going right offensively.
Yeah, it's a catch that should have been made, pure and simple. And look, everything else that goes into running a good pass route, throw it all out if you don't catch the ball.
Been that kind of game throwing the football so far. Nothing going right offensively. A swing pass caught. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. Throwing again at Stafford. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. They'll try and power it home with Whitlock, the fullback. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. This offense so far on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is third and goal. Here's Stafford. And he fires one, but incomplete.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
Maybe one final chance here to make this a bit more respectable as he'll go for it on fourth and goal. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Dancing to his left. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Rams have got it back. And they're not able to convert on fourth down.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
Well, on both sides, you come into this game with so much hope, so much build-up, looking to move on. One side gets to do that, but let's not forget the others. Tough pill to swallow.
It really is because there's so much hard work, effort. You mentioned the hope to go on and maybe play in the big game itself. Well, let's see how they handle it, though. The offseason is going to be a long one for them because it's going to eat their heart out watching other people continue to play. But can they come back the next year and find it in them to make that same run again and maybe find a way to advance?
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Rams are victorious.